What are some challenges that you've seen people deal with when it comes to mindset and, with multifamily investing?
Sure. Limiting beliefs is a big one. Okay. It's like when I immigrated this country, I didn't speak English. I got thrown into school, found out what bullies were for the first time, got my butt kicked on a regular basis. In fact, and then my mom, God bless her, proud Dutch woman that she is, thought it'd be a great idea to send me to school in wooden shoes for show and tell. And those leather shorts the Germans wear for Oktoberfest called Lederhosen. Got my butt kicked again. Then the bullies had chased me home and she chased them off with a fly swatter. So you can imagine how that went the next day. And then stuff that happened to me on the playground, rejection and things that have happened to everybody caused me to believe that I wasn't good enough. In fact, I used to ask a question of myself, how can I show them I'm good enough? And what I had to do, and so many people have these limiting beliefs. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm not smart enough. I'm not analytical enough. I don't have enough money, whatever. And there's a reason that the acronym for belief systems is BS, because 99.9% of them are. We've had these emotional events happen to us that our mind thinks is factual and they have no basis in fact. So, if you have one of these, if you're listening and you have some fear of failure or I can't get anything right or whatever you're telling, these stories that you're telling yourself, I would encourage you to pull that crap out into the daylight, look at it with your adult rational mind, recognize that it's BS and start to diminish it. Now, you can't do it overnight, but every time it pops up, you consciously pull it out, you look at it and recognize if anybody rejects me, they either don't know me or they're up, excuse me, but that's the bottom line. That's the mindset I had to adopt for me personally. Okay. Now, and so that's what you need to do. And I used to be incredibly introverted. I mean, I wouldn't raise my hand in class, terrified that I'd be embarrassed or humiliated. Now I speak in front of thousands of people a year because I've taken the time to consciously recognize that there's nothing wrong with me. I'm a freaking gift from God, just like every one of you listening is. And so, take a look at that. And if you've got some of that BS belief system in your system, just deal with it because you can absolutely turn it around. I'm living proof of that. Yeah. And then, the other thing is that fear of failure. And I'm going to tell you, fear regret much more than failure. Like I just gave you the example with Bronnie Ware. I got to meet the billionaire owner of Spanx, Sarah Blakely. She started with so that's a women's undergarment thing. They wear under their clothes. She started with $5,000 and now she's worth like 3 or 4 billion. Beautiful human being, by the way. Anyway, but I met her at a mastermind that I belong to, which is another topic we can talk about. But she told me that her dad used to ask her and her brother every week, what have you failed at this week? And I thought, what an incredibly awesome freaking question to ask your kids so they don't fear failure, right? I wish I'd have known that when my kids were impressionable enough to give them that one. But anyway, but back to the mastermind piece. Let me expand on that as well, because I think it'll add value. So I never went to college, okay? And in fact, if you make me a co-host, I'll share a picture here that I think your listeners or viewers would enjoy seeing. But see, I never went to college but I'm extremely well read and I believe in events and boot camps. So let me share a picture here. This is a picture of some of the lanyards from the boot camps that I've gone to. Okay. There's a couple hundred here and I've got a lot more. And of course I'm sneaking in the Bentley and the expensive Benz behind me here, but just to brag a little bit. But the point in this is there's 2 points. Number one, learners are earners. Okay. Constantly keep learning. But number 2 is I go to a lot of masterminds because I want to be around people that think what I think is hard is easy, right? Rising tide lifts all ships. Now I happen to host the largest multifamily mastermind, I'm pretty sure in the world at this point. We've got like 14 billion in assets represented by the members. And again, I did it because I want to be around people that think what I think is hard is easy. And so, so peer group, let's talk about peer group for a second, because you show me your 3 closest friends, I'll show you who you are, okay, and who you're going to be. There's no question, because of the incredible influence that the people you have close to you have on your life. And so many people will default to people they went to school with or people they work with, and that's a mistake. You need to proactively pick the people to hang out with. Now, I which is one of the reasons my mentorship program is killing it, because I'm very selective. I turn people down. If I get a hint of ego or narcissism, there's no way I'll take them. But everybody there is motivated and wants to help each other. And, like I said, that's why they have 40. And most of these deals, those 45,000 units were done between warriors. It's astounding. But the point is, get in a group like that. Okay. I also have a Facebook group that's the largest multifamily Facebook group in the world. There's 42,000 people in there. If you want to go there, it's called Multifamily Real Estate Investing Rod Khleif. But if you go to multifamilycommunity.com, it's a direct link to that group. We don't allow any promotion whatsoever. And it's just an educational platform. So again, wherever you go, get around people that want more, people that are going to hold you accountable, people that aren't going to be afraid of your success, people that aren't going to hold you back because of their fear, their jealousy, their fear of losing you even, their fear of being embarrassed if you're a success. And these are all common fears in people and peers, and sometimes they're family. And so I would say love your family, but proactively choose your peers, okay, who you allow to influence you.